fun.
I've never been more serious in my life. Daughter, I mean it. You're to be his wife.
No, don't believe your father. It's all a hoax.
Now see here, young woman.
Come, sir. No more jokes. You can't fool us.
How dare you talk that way?
All right, then. We believe you. Sad to say, but how a man like you, who looks so wise and has a mustache of such splendid size, can be so foolish.
Silence, please. My girl, you take too many liberties. I'm master here, as you must not forget.
Let's discuss this calmly. Don't be upset. You can't be serious, sir, about this plan. What would that bigot want with Marianne? For any fasting ought to keep him busy. And in terms of wealth and rank, what is he? Why would a man of property like you pick out a beggar son-in-law?
That will do. Speak of his poverty of reverence. His is a pure and saintly indigence, which far transcends all worldly pride and pelf. He lost his fortune, as he says himself, because he cared for heaven alone, and so was careless of his interests here below. I mean to get him out of his present straits, and help him to recover his estates, which in his part of the world have no small fame. Poor though he is a gentleman just the same.
Yes, so he tells us. Sir, it seems to me that pride goes very ill with piety, but this approach I see has drawn a blank. Let's speak then of his person, not his rank. Doesn't it seem to you like a trifle grim to give a girl like her to a man like him? When two are so ill-suited, can't you see what the consequence is bound to be? A young girl's virtue is in peril when such a match is imposed on her, for if one's bridegroom isn't to one's taste, it's hardly an inducement to be chaste. It's hard to be a faithful wife, in short, to a certain husband of a certain sort, and he who gives his daughter to a man she hates must answer for her sins at heaven's gates. I think, sir, before I play such a risky role.
This servant girl presumes to save my soul?
You would do well to ponder what I've said.
Daughter will disregard this dunderhead. Just trust your father's judgment. Oh, I'm aware that I once promised you to young Blair, but now I hear he gambles, which greatly shocks me. What's more, I have doubts about his orthodoxy. His visits to church, I note, are very few.
Would you have him go at the same hour as you and kneel nearby to be sure of being seen?
I can dispense with such remarks, Doreen. Tartuffe, however, is sure of heaven's blessing, and that's the only treasure worth possessing. This match will bring you joys beyond all measure. Your cup will overflow with every pleasure. You two interchange your faithful loves, like two sweet cherubs or two turtle doves.
And she'll make him a couple. You just wait and see.
What language!
Oh, he's a man of destiny. He's made for horns. And what the stars demand, your daughter's virtue surely can't withstand.
Don't interrupt me further. Why can't you learn that certain things are none of your concern?
I can't bear, sir, for your honor's sake, to let you make this ludicrous mistake.
You mean to go on talking?
If I didn't protest this sinful marriage, my conscience couldn't rest.
You talk and talk. I am satisfied. Once and for all, I'll tell you to be quiet.
Well, I'll be quiet, but I'll be thinking hard.
Good.
If I was she, no man would marry me against my inclination and go scot-free. He'd learn before the wedding night was over how readily a wife can find a lover.
It seems you treat my orders as a joke.
Why, what's the matter? 'Twas not to you I spoke.
What were you doing?
Talking to myself, that's all.
Oh, one more bit of impudence and gall. I'm going to give her a good slap in the face.
Oh! Ah! Gee!
Why don't you talk to yourself?
Nothing to say?
Come, just one word.
No, thank you, sir. I pass.
Come, speak. I'm waiting.
I'd not be such an ass.
In short, dear daughter, I mean to be obeyed. You must bow to the sound choice I've made.
I'd not wed such a monster, even in
Oh! Daughter, that maid of yours is a thorough pest. She makes me sinfully annoyed and nettled. I can't speak further. My nerves are too unsettled. She so upset me by her insolent talk. I'll calm myself by going for a walk.
Well, have you lost your tongue, girl? Must I play your part and say the words that you ought to too late. Tell him one cannot love at a father's whim. That you shall marry for yourself, not him. And that if it's you who are to be the bride, it's you, not he, who must be satisfied. And that if his dear Tartuffe is so sublime